Welcome, welcome. It's Dawn with For Grace Creations, and we're back with our neutral journal, the one that we have made our master board with. And last time we were together, we made this journal topper out of candy bar wrapper and tea bags. And then I did add this little piece of lace here, but now I still feel like it needs a little something else, and I have more of that. So I was kind of wondering if maybe I had to just put a little piece right there. I don't know. Let me just cut a little piece off. Anyway, today we're going to work on the inside of this journal. But I was kind of feeling like this needed a little something. I'm not sure what. Maybe I should just leave it for now. Or maybe that should go up there. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now because I feel like it needs something. I just don't know what. So we've got our tie closure on there. We open it up to here. Now, right now it's having a hard time staying open, but eventually it will stay. Now, I'm thinking, oh yeah, we were going to put this little piece on a page. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, look, right there. Right at the beginning. Let's do that. And gosh, I don't know what the best way is going to be to get this to stay down. I'm thinking we'll try this art glitter glue and see if we can get, that to stay. Now, I will say, using that matte medium on the top, our journal topper, that actually worked well. So maybe I should have done that. I don't know. When it's these itty-bitty little spaces, I never know exactly what to do. Let's try that and see if that'll work. Oh, bring it over here. Come on now. I'm thinking right about there. My dog is throwing a fit outside. Sheesh. Okay, we've got that stuck down. That works. And then maybe we'll take another piece of our faux vintage tape that we used on the front and use it here. Again, maybe. Oh, that was a long piece. Well, you know what? Let us just roll it over to the other side. Yep. I like that. Okay. So that's one thing done. But remember, I debated putting this on the front cover. I decided not to because it didn't go. But what about right here on the inside? And then maybe we could... No, that's not a good pocket for there. I've got this originally made as using for a journal topper, but that would make a cute pocket. Let's do that. And we'll just glue down the sides. And then the bottom. And call that our front pocket. I always try and put a pocket in the front because I like to put down in the front pockets, if I can remember, I like to put a note from the bookmaker. Just a little bit of something about ephemera and junk journaling and what to use this book for, that kind of thing. Now, should this go here? No, I feel like it should go here. Let's just do it. This was just a really large cluster I had made out of paper and lace scraps. And then a word sentiment on there. And then I did sew across it. So let's put that there. That'll be our opening page. Okay, that's good. And then remember we made our own vintage tags out of just a plain piece of paper and black ink and stamping. I'll link this video down below so you can find that. I do have actually, let's see. No, I'll go ahead and I'll link that video. What I'm going to do is also link in the description box our June journal playlist, so that if you want to know how we made the masterboard and how we made this journal so far, you can do that to make this. So it's a pocket and some tags. So we need to find a page that is wide enough for this pocket, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh my. So we may actually have to do it on the back here, but it blends in. What do we do about that? I'm not entirely sure. Because I don't know, let's go ahead and just set these aside as a big fat, I don't know. And then I did get out, oh, let me grab them. I got out a few little page tabs, not that. Just some little cloth pieces, scrap pieces of cloth and fabric and lace, and I just sewed there, and it leaves like this little space to hang off the page. And then that's just a piece of scrap paper and a piece glued to a piece of scrap fabric with a couple buttons. And that is a whale tail punch that somebody sent me. I don't have any. And I think this actually needs to be inked really quick, just because I feel like we're going with that inking theme. So let's glue this one down first. We can always stamp or decorate this plain page tab later if we want. Where do we want that? How about, oh, how about right here? Yeah, that'll do. That's just a little flip out. I attached a piece of scrap paper to this page with some washi tape on each side to make more journaling space. Next, we have this fabric flip. I did do a tutorial on how to make these, and it's got a wax seal there, and I thought that might be kind of fun on a page. Let's see. Or, well, I want to glue it down. What if we put this on the back? No. Nope. Let's do it on the back of this here. What do you think? Maybe up a little higher. That would work. Let's do that. So what has everybody been up to lately? There has not been too much going on here, and I do love those seasons of life where it's not been too busy. It's nice to be able to just breathe and relax. Boy, I tell you, it brings me joy. All right, so there's that. And then I have, I made a photocopy. This is from the local library, from an old book that I got. And I just made a photocopy of it. And then, look at, isn't that cute? It's like an old library card. Oh, the days. Yeah, and depending on how old you are, you may not remember that. So we could put that one here. If I glue that down, though, is that going to even fit in there, or are we going to have to trim it? I don't know. Let's put a thin bead of glue on each side and the bottom, and I guess we'll have to, after it is glued down, we'll have to see, are we going to need to trim that library card so that it fits down in here? Come on, glue grab. It's funny how sometimes it grabs fast. Usually when you don't want it to. And sometimes when you want it to grab fast, it doesn't. Let's see, is this going to now fit? No. We need to trim it. I don't want to trim the words off. So we'll just do a little on that side. And then a little on that side. We'll see if that's enough. Yeah, that should be just enough, but I'm not going to put it down in there yet. I want to make sure that glue is thoroughly dried. Otherwise, this will be glued inside. So should we put some sort of some tab on the top? I do have this little scrap here. We could glue that down. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. It's just a leftover piece from some washi tape. Oh yeah, it's a little sticky, but I know it won't stay for sure, so I'm gonna add more glue to it. I find that even though washi tape is sticky, it never stays for long periods of time. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and we'll just set that in there now. I'm gonna put the pin in my glue because I think I want my Fabri-Tac now. And we'll go ahead and add these, oh, hello, these two. Oh my gosh, these two. And I'm thinking, do we want that here on this first page? Or maybe we go in, let's go to this page here, kind of a quarter of the way through. And we'll get some glue on this. There we go. And I think I want the brown button. We're going to do it up high, I think. Be aware when you add things with bulk like buttons to a journal, it is going to add bulk to your journal. And the more you add, the more of a gator mouth journal you're going to end up having. You know, Chunky Monkey. But if you just add a few, it'll be okay. I'm trying not to add too many bulky things to this journal. All right, and then let's go maybe right back here, and we'll add this one. Now, the benefit of adding some cloth scrap tags or tabs to your journal is that you can then get safety pins, put beads or things like that on them, and hang them from the edge of this, just to add some cute decoration. And maybe I'll see what I've got here. Let's see. No, wrong drawer. Let's see. Altered safety pins. I gotta see if I have anything that's kind of a neutral color. Boy. Yep, I'm over here digging through my journal supplies. That's got red on it. I don't really want red. How about this one? But wait a minute. Nope, that one's already made as a journal tab. Goodness sakes. Well, let's see. I've got this. Isn't that adorable? It's just some beads put on some wire. So maybe I will grab whoa, oh, bonk, there it went. Let me grab a bulb pen. How about this one? And let's see. We'll put this dangle on there. And then go like that. Yes, how cute is that? Now, should we do one from this? I mean, I suppose we could. Let's get another bulb pen. Put the lid on it before I spill anything else. And then let me look and see if I've got... Oh, well, I have that. It's kind of a longer one. But that would work. And we'll just come over here and put it through the top like that. And part of me, oops, it didn't latch. That is important. Part of me is thinking, do I have something, a dangle to hang from that, like a charm? Wouldn't that be fun? Let me see. I don't know if I do or not. No, I'm pretty sure that everything charm-wise I have is silver. And that's got gold on it, so no, we don't want to do that. Never mind. Backtrack. Okay. What else do we have? We've got this here. Could be a belly band, but I need my corner rounder because it's only rounded on that corner. So let's go ahead and round the corner. So this was just a masterboard that I cut up into tags, and this was the leftover little tiny piece. So I thought, well, I'll keep it. We'll make a belly band. Maybe right here. Yeah. And it's really simple. All you do is you put glue on the top and bottom. There's the top. And there's the bottom. I'm going to do a little more line up there. And then we'll just glue it down. And there is a spot to tuck something in. I want that glue to grab real quick. All right, and let me see. I've got this stack of pre-made ephemera. Some of it I did do tutorials on. And what if we just put this piece of paper in there as extra writing space? And then we made index cards. We just collaged on them and turned them into journaling space. What if we went ahead and just gave it a little bit of something on the edges? And we could just tuck that right in there. Oh, come on now. Right in there like that. Now, I do feel like this needs something. I'm just not exactly sure what. Maybe like I've got tea bags next to me. I have an idea. What if we just put some glue down? We put the tea bag down and then squish it. Okay. And then I've got some little flowers. What if we added, not orange. I mean, that as cute as that is, it's not really, well, I was gonna say it's not really neutral. Do I have anything in here that's actually a neutral? Well, shoot. That's purple, but it's white on the back. We could do that. And what's in here? See, these are things that people have sent me in little swap Happy Mail things. So let's see if we can find, oh, I see something I would consider a neutral. There we go. Put those over to the side. So we're just gonna get a little glue on the back there. And then get some glue on this. There. It just adds a little something to the page, you know? Yeah, I like that. Much better. I guess we could have inked around the edges of the belly band. That would have worked. But we didn't. That's fine. All right, let's put the pin in the glue. I wish this glue didn't dry out so fast so I didn't have to keep doing that. Okay, now, what else do we have? I have that as a journaling card, but it does need a little ink on the back. Okay, and maybe we could use this as a tuck spot for it. Let's just peruse our journal real quick. All right, let's see. I bet we could put that down in there now. Yep. Oh, that is, let's see, that, will that fit? That fits. Do we like that there? I do not. But what else do I have that might go in there? Ooh, that'll work. That's just a little card. And let's see, what else do I have? That would go really well, actually. Wait just a second. And it's just a journaling card. Yeah, I think we should do that. Like this. Yep. Okay, so I bet if we find this over back here, yep, it's going to be the same thing. And look, we did a lace masterboard and cut it up and turned it into journaling cards. Yes, I like it. Okay, now I still think that I want to do, what about like this? Yeah, let's do it. So what we need is glue down this side and the bottom. And we'll put it over here on the edge. There we go. I don't want this to get anywhere near that glue yet. But then I did see I had a couple somewhere. Oh my gosh. There's one that was like a cluster tuck spot. I was looking, I could have swore I had another little fun cluster that I could put up in the corner. And now, of course, I cannot find it. So, forget that. I don't know where it went. All right. Over here, I do see this. It matches that. So I'm going to, and again, that was one of our, was it page edge strips that we did, that we made this? Anyway, it's just a piece of book page with some scraps on it. And I think we're going to use it as a tuck spot here. Because the color kind of matches this. So just put it over here. Oh, I hear a dog banging its tail. Hello? Oh, hi. It wasn't a dog. It's my son. Yeah.
Your fat yellow one is
Yeah.
in my room doing...
Oh, it must be close to dinner time.
Yeah.
Fat yellow one. It's the chocolate lab.
No.
But it's actually a yellow lab. Her mama's chocolate. So she's white chocolate, you see. Yes, Ducky, we'll feed you soon. We can put a little journaling card in there. And then, what else do I have? Sitting next to me, pre-made. Oh, how about this one? Yeah. Then there's two in there. Okay, I still feel like this needs something up here. What if I took some of this ruffle that I used on the front cover and glued it to the top. I think I will do that, but I'm not going to do it now because then I can't shut the page. So I'm just going to leave that in here, and I'll glue it up there later. Let's see. We've got... I have this as another belly band. It was a piece from the front of the journal. Let's do that. And because it's so long, I'm going to give it like an inch of glue on each side. Yeah, my chocolate is my white chocolate. It's a yellow lab. Her name's Ducky. She is sitting here pouting, waiting for her dinner. She's going to have to wait a few minutes. All right, now will this one fit in there? No. What about... God, boy, I've got this pile. What about this? I think we'll do that. Okay. Yeah, and then I want a little something behind it. Why? I don't know. Maybe this little journal tag we could do so it's kind of sticking out the edge. No. Oh, I know. I have a vintage postcard. It is, oh boy, 1920s, I believe. And it's a cathedral. Let's put that in there. It just gives it a little something else to stick out. Oh, there's a pocket. Let's see. Will this tag fit? It does. Yay. Okay, we've got something in there. I should check and see how many other pockets do I have going on that I have forgotten about. Let's see. Good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Oh yeah, the belly band that opens up and you can write in it. Let's see. Oh, okay, book page. So let's do our, where we put a napkin over our guest check.
Where?
But just by the front door, next to, yeah, I've got stuff there. And then this tag in there, but I do want this one to have a little bit of this. Okay. And I feel like this is awfully plain. I have this B. Let's put Mr. B there. How do I know it's a Mr.? I don't. I'm just calling it a Mr. Probably because it's small. The queens are the misses, and they're usually big. Big wings, big body. There, that gives a little something. And then, do we need something over here? What about... Oh boy, I've got this. How about... We could do this and a flower. Both in neutrals. Yeah. Yep, let's do it. Okay. We'll go ahead and put that there. And this one there. There we go. And I do think I want a little lace on the edge of this page as well. But what lace? Let me just see really quick what I've got. Oh, this just keeps coming and coming out of the drawer. It is white. And that is okay. It's a neutral journal, doesn't have to have all creams and browns. And again, I'm not going to glue it there now because then we won't be able to shut the page because the glue will be wet. So I'm just going to leave that right there. And let's see. Oh, we have a pocket here. And I've got this pre-made tag. And then, okay. So we filled all the pre-made pockets. Okay, so do you remember we made these fabric flips? If I can, I will see if I can find that video and link it for you, but I'm thinking I'm going to put it down in my envelope for someone to find. And I have some vintage writing paper I think we'll put down in there if it'll fit. Yeah, that fits. And then something else. Oh, I know. Our little scrap from our master board. And then I want one more thing. What do I want in there? Oh, how about a little blank tag for somebody to play with? And then what we'll do is we'll find a sturdy page. Here's one. And just do like that. And I want an altered safety pin, actually. No, not safety pin, altered paper clip. Let's see if we have a neutral flower. Oh, how about that? We'll just paper clip that on. Yeah. I'm going to keep these out here. Boy, I got quite the pile going on. Yeah, I like that. And then, let's see. I think, let's go back kind of to the beginning. On the first page, we've got a little something. Let's do the second page. We've got this cluster of scraps. What if we use it as a tuck spot? And I think we'll just give it some glue on the side here and on the bottom. And we'll just put it right there. And then I have this silly card. I don't know. It's called My Cat, 1993 by John Gammons. We could put it in there and then somebody could use it to give it to a friend or glue this down to a journal page. But this gives them the option. Yeah. Okay, and then let's go back to the back. I try and work front to back, if at all possible. Let's see. You know, this, I think this needs a paper clip. It keeps wanting to come undone. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these flowers. There we go. It won't stick out too much. All right, and then this page, we have this little double pocket out of a book page. So we'll just glue down this side and this side. And then I'm going to put it right there. And that gives me a place to put, look at this, 1912 Treasury's Office. I want to add, you know, genuine old ephemera to this. North Haven Corporation. Let's put that right there. Oh, this glue is not attaching quite yet. And then let's do maybe this tag here. No, it's not tall enough. I know that's not tall either, but it's flatter. So I'm gonna do that. And then, boy, goodness sakes. I'll have to find some more to put in there. But this does need inked around the edges. And yeah, I'm gonna have to find another taller tag to put in there. Maybe put that over there. And let's see what I have next to me. Oh my gosh. The pile of stuff. Do I have another tag? Well, I do have this. It's a piece of scrapbook paper. We could put it in there as a journaling card. Yep. Okay. Wait, is that upside down? Yeah, the wording. Okay, it was. And I had forgotten to put the lid on my glue. Oh, that's okay. We're going to use it because this page is blank. And I did see that we have this that we made together. There's 2 pockets. That's not one. And then, is that one? No, I see what we do. Okay, so we go glue it here and glue it here. And then stick it to the page. And it's a tuck with a couple of little spots to put things. Look at this. Isn't that cute? I'm just going to put that down in there for somebody to find. And how about that? And then we need something here. Will this fun music paper fit? It will. It sticks out just a little bit, but I think that's okay. Okay, and then I have this book page pocket, and it definitely needs a little bit of inking. So then, let's see. Well, I don't want to do it here because that's writing space. What if we did on this page? No. See, I'm getting to where I'm covering up all the writing space. What about here? Right in the middle. And that gives a place. Let's see. Let's put this in there. And then I feel like it does need a little something here. So I've got this butterfly. Does it need maybe, what about like that? Yeah. Oh, I got glue spilling. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. And what else do I have left? Oh, we have this, let's put the pin in the glue. The wonky pockets. Did you see me make those? They're so easy. So much fun. And you can do them out of anything. But I do see that it needs a little inking. go. And then how do you do this? Well, you open it up and you put it on the edge of a page. Well, it won't work here because we had something on the back. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to do, boy, one of these. I don't know if we're gonna have a spot to put it. We may have to do, it won't work at the top. Oh no. I don't want to cover up anything pretty. We're not going to use this because I don't want to cover anything pretty, but I have this little envelope and I thought, oh my gosh, it totally goes. So what am I going to put in it? Well, I have this vintage Avon from Radio City, Miss Margaret. It's a calling card. So let's put that down in there. And then I have this fun prayer card that we'll put down in there. And check this out. He's daydreaming about the love of his life. Just an old vintage photo, and I think I did put, no, that was already there. So let's go ahead and ink around all the edges. Put that in there. And then, why don't we, even though this is not neutrals, let's just put this little fabric sample down in there. Just for fun. And then, I think we'll go ahead and get it over the page like that and get another altered paper clip to attach it. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that's adorable, but it's red. That's a maybe. What about, that's really plain. No. Again, I like that one, but it's red. Oh, you know what? We had another one similar to this, so let's use this. We have some cohesiveness then. We'll put that up there. There we go. Yep. Cute. Okay. We have done quite a bit in this journal. I didn't use these, which that's fine. And I do need to go back and put a little bit of lace on a couple of those pages on the edges. And then I need to put a letter from the bookmaker here and probably another tag. Honestly, one that will fit decently. Do I have anything next to me here that will work? Let me just look. Well, I've got a couple fun things. A vintage, something from a jeweler, a receipt. Now that's funny. Bought of Jane Hatch, and my last name's Thatch. That's cool. Will it fit? Haha, nope. Okay, well, the mushroom tag it is. And then we'll get a little note from the bookmaker in there. Oh, grab a pen, because before I forget, if we add a little pocket here, somewhere I need to write a little note. How about way back here? We'll put Dawn Thatch 2025 at For Grace Creations. Always sign your journals so that when somebody purchases it from you, they will remember it was from you. But it does, I do need this pocket. So I have a few finishing touches left to do. I'll come back and do those with you if you want me to. Otherwise, I'll finish them on my own. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you want me to do? I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.